Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's me TM, and we're back at it for some Gran Turismo. I know I said in the last video I'm going to upload weekly, but fortunately I couldn't, and you're just gonna stick with a video every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks for the time being. When I'm gonna be ready to upload weekly, I'm gonna do an informing video, and after that I will be uploading weekly. So without further ado, let me introduce you to this brand new series I'm going to start on Gran Turismo Sport. It's pretty much going to be driving historic and legendary cars from certain countries. For example, in today's video, if you have already guessed from the thumbnail, it's going to be legendary cars from Italy. So pretty much it's going to be Ferraris and Lamborghinis that are on Gran Turismo Sport. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy all of the legendary cars. There's some really cool cars on Gran Turismo Sport that I couldn't buy due to my lack of money at that point, as you can see. And by the meaning of legendary, I meant something like let's just say old cars. Let's just say old cars. Just stick it to old cars, because there's some new Lambos like the Veneno you can see on the top of the screen here that I already own, but I'm not gonna drive that because it's not like an old Lamborghini. I'm just gonna drive some old Italian legendary cars. So in today's episode, the 512 BB Ferrari is going to be on it, the Diablo GT Lamborghini, the Ferrari Enzo, the Ferrari, and the Ferrari F14. These are going to be like the 4 cars we're going to try out on this video. Comment down below which other countries you want me to do. I have something on my head right now to like do Japan, Germany, French, and these are the ideas I have, and probably even USA. But for now, we're gonna get onto Italy, drive the 512 BB Ferrari, and yeah, let's see our first impressions of the car. Forgot to mention that we're driving for this episode due to the Italian mention. We're driving in Monza, one of my favorite tracks, and let's see how this car is. You can see like we're gonna be driving on board, but I'm gonna be showing off the other car reviews later on to the race. We're doing 3-lap races around Monza with all those 4 cars, so I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting video to make. At the same time, as we're gonna go for the dive bomb here. Sorry again for the Elgato if it has a problem. Like, I don't know, like, it's not about rendering or anything, it's just the Elgato is just a broken thing for me. I bought it, it was broken, I got a new one, it was broken again. It's just not working for me very well, unfortunately, and I'm not embarrassed to say it, but I just wasted my money on the Elgato because it hasn't been working as I was expecting it to be. I went into the support and nothing pretty much worked, like nothing from what they said worked, unfortunately. But let's get back into the video. This car is really sounds well. That's the only thing I can say about that now. It's got great grip. It's pretty fast. Let's go around the outside of this McLaren right here. Can we make it stick? Lost a little bit of traction there. He steps on the brakes on the inside line. We go around the outside, slightly losing the back end, but this car is really enjoyable. Like also the interior of the car is so nice to watch and enjoy. Like the interior is like, it's just incredible. Like, it's just a Ferrari. Like, it's an old Ferrari. Like, what can you hate about an old Ferrari rather than just love it? And for some reason the AI goes pretty slowly as we flying past an Aston Martin ahead of us. A brand new Ferrari. I think that's a 4.8 Italia. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, the car seems pretty dope for the time being. I absolutely love it. But yeah, we've got more newer cars, I would say, and faster Ferraris and Lamborghinis to try later in the video as we fly past this Ferrari, and now also up the inside of this McLaren probably. Let's see. Onto the brakes. Also pretty nice on the brakes, this car. So we'll lose the braking zones right now. I was actually talking about the brakes while we lost the braking zone. Brilliant. And that McLaren has got us again. I'll let you like listen to the sound of the engine for a little bit, just to purely enjoy that. The back end there, but the McLaren is gonna get back onto us. But yeah, the engine is just beautiful on the sky. It sounds like it sounds pretty rough. It sounds really rough. That's how I can describe it at that point. I love it. I love the engine sound of this Ferrari. The inside of this Mercedes. Move done. Ahead of us we've got I think that's a Porsche, and ahead of that I think that's gonna be an Aston Martin or something. Probably an Aston Martin, I'm not really sure. But now it's a great opportunity to check out the other cameras. You saw that you see the third person camera point of view. It's really nice. It's just a beautiful Ferrari, like from beautiful like rear view of the car. That's also like some kind of first person view back into the onboard, because we're back into action. We're fighting for the victory on this race. Yeah, it's an Aston Martin against the Porsche, against the Ferrari. I don't have any space, so that's why I'm just lifting off the throttle there. Are they going to collide with each other? The Porsche just straight. No, he didn't cut the corner. He didn't cut the chicane. Just went up on the curb there, and I think made the move stick there on the Aston Martin. It's probably the possible winner of this race, as you can see. We couldn't catch up to the Aston Martin. We could probably make a move on the Aston Martin. Oh god, I just missed the brakes there. Jeez. I'm gonna try and get into the slipstream with this Aston Martin, try and make the move stick and get that second position for our first race on this episode. Let's see. Onto the straight, an easy move there done. Onto the brakes, are gonna be another easy like second position for us. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a second position for us. The Porsche is probably gonna win this race, the Italian driver winning in the Italian Grand Prix. And yeah, that's going to be the first legendary car to try for this episode. The Ferrari 12, I think that's 12BB. Yeah, it's the Ferrari 512BB. A car from 1976. From 1976. It feels so great. 100% buy that. It's also cheap, so why not give it a shot? Next up, we're going to be trying the Ferrari F40. This car has been produced 16 years, if my maths are correct, after the Ferrari 512BB. It's a much faster car, much more than look-alike. It looks much more modern because it is a newer Ferrari. The engine sound is also quite different. It sounds more like a sport car. The interior is more like the cars from 2000s or 90s, I would say. And yeah, it already seems a little bit faster in the acceleration, as you can see. As we're gonna try and overtake that Lamborghini easily on the straight. And yeah, we're gonna be trying the F40 this time, once again around Monza, 3-lap race. Let's see if we can win this time round. Making some moves here. Oh, you didn't have a lot of space here. And McLaren is braking. Is it going to be a double move onto the Ascari section here? Double move done. This car is an absolute monster. That's all I can say. Let's just listen to the engine. third-person view here from the F40. Once again, another beautiful Ferrari as we're gonna try and overtake. As we're actually overtaking easily the Nissans here. Onto the first chicane, double overtake. Oh, the axle behind the red Nissan is actually gonna make a move stick, and it's the one that is gonna complete the double move here. I wasn't expecting that at all. Really wasn't expecting that. The Nissan here, but we're gonna make the move stick easily because this car is an absolute beast. You can listen that from the engine, and I can already say I prefer it to the 512. Actually, the 512 it's like special. It's really special because it's quite old. That's all I can say. Talking about classic cars, this one is a pretty car. That one is a pretty old car. I can already tell it's like from the 60s or 70s or something like that. But as we overtook that car, next up I think we've got an Aston Martin. Can we make a move stick? We've still got one more lap to make that, but I've just found out how to turn off traction control, so thank God I've just found out how to do that. Traction control is now off, and we can now feel how much it's gonna kick the back end there. That Ferrari F40. Even though I think that driving without traction control in this game is easier at certain cars because you have more control of the car. Like in high speed corners, you have more control of how much throttle you want to put on it, and you pretty much don't lose control of the car so often. But onto the brakes, and the brakes are a different kind of thing. You lose the traction quite a lot on the brakes, but just celebrating a little bit here too, because it's going to be our first victory on this episode. This car is an absolute monster. Buy it as soon as you have the money. That's all I can say about this car. It's an absolute beast. On to the next car, Lamborghini Diablo. This car has been produced in 2000, so it's pretty much a new car. It's theoretically a new car. It's like faster than the F40, I think, just about, in terms of horsepower and all that. And the interior is also a little bit more modern. So let's see how good is this car. Traction control once again off for anyone wondering. And yeah, let's just see how good this car is, because I've heard that it's one of the greatest Lamborghinis that have ever been produced. Like, I have high expectations for this one. Dive them into turn 1 probably, onto the Nissan. Is it gonna be move done? No, it's not. Switchback probably. No, it's not Formula 1. It's not Formula 1. Around the outside probably. Nice move here. Nice grip here from the Lamborghini. Gonna make a move probably on the Mercedes too, but before that, I'm gonna just stop talking once again, let you enjoy the engine sound of this Lamborghini, because it sounds pretty dope. That's the only thing I can say about this. Time to check the other cameras on the car. This one is much better onto this. It's much better fit onto the Lamborghini. The other cars were probably just a little bit older. I've just seen that. That was Maldonado. Maldonado is driving that car. Maldonado is driving that car in front of me. That just went straight onto the Veneno, like straight onto it. Please don't cross onto me. Thank you a lot. Happy to P4, but this car is Much better fit onto the Lamborghini. Come on, get into a straight line. Get onto a straight line. Why am I losing control of the car now? Thank you. Third person, beautiful once again. Classic Lamborghini, yellow color. The spoiler is just incredible, and now we're just gonna pass the Veneno, which is another beautiful Lamborghini. But for some weird reason, I've got a special place in my heart for those like older Lamborghinis. Like I just love them. I just absolutely love them. Slightly touching the grass here. We're gonna go around the outside of this car, and it's gonna be moved on up into P2. And in front of us, we've got a Ferrari, LaFerrari. Are we going to overtake it in the last lap to take the victory once again? We'll see very soon. It's going to be down to the final corner in Parabolica to see if we're going to be able to make a move on the LaFerrari, trying to get the better traction from it. Is he going to make it onto the... He has a better exit. He had a better exit. The LaFerrari had a better exit here. Onto the finish line is going to be another second position for us in this episode. The LaFerrari has won this one. Another beautiful Ferrari, may I just say. But Lamborghini Diablo 100% deserves the money. Go on and buy it once again. And I don't know what car to buy firstly. The F40, the 5-door baby, or the Diablo. I just don't know. But yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, I just found out which car you need to buy first. The Ferrari Enzo. No, I'm just joking. This car is like that was my favorite car since I was a kid. Like, I even have a poster of it in my bedroom. Like, that's how much I loved this car. Back when I was 4 years old, my dad came from work and brought me a poster, a huge poster of the Ferrari Enzo, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this car when I grow up. Thankfully, I didn't know like the value of money and everything when I was little, so I still had dreams. But now that I've learned how much this car costs, I just there's no way I can buy it anytime soon. This Ferrari Enzo. I mean, dreams are dreams. You never know what's gonna happen in life, but I wish I had a Ferrari Enzo. This is my all-time favorite car, and I'm driving on a Gran Turismo Sport. That's enough for me, okay? The fact that I had money to buy it on Gran Turismo Sport is quite good. It's okay. It's yeah, we made some moves here, as you can see, but it's just a incredible car. The engine sound is not that impressive for me because it's not that rough. It's has a bit more modernized like sound. I mean, it's still good. It's still dope. It's not like the new hybrid cars and stuff. It's still got a nice engine on it, 100%. But just the engine sound, I think, on the is we're on white. Forget. Don't you dare telling me about that down in the comments below. It has. I think the F40 had a better like engine sound, and I'm not saying that's a reason to buy the F40. This engine is much faster. That's all I can say right now. It's a much faster car. But I think the F40 had a better engine sound. Come on, you just stay in the middle of the racetrack here. We're gonna do a double change of our line there in order to overtake him. But yeah, now time to check the other camera reviews. This one is like the hood camera. I don't know how to call it. And the third person, it's simple. It has really nothing like it is a simply beautiful Ferrari. That's all it is. It doesn't have like a huge spoiler or like huge like side ports or something. How do we call them? I don't even know. But it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful Ferrari. You see that engine there, and you cannot like avoid falling in love with this car. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? You tell me down in the comments below which car you like the most from the four cars we've driven in today's episode for the Legends of Italy episode. We're making some moves here on some Aston Martins and stuff. First time I missed the brakes here on the Enzo, and something I want to tell you about the brakes on that Ferrari Enzo. They are inconsistent. They're very inconsistent. Like, you have to hit the brakes at the exact same time. You can't like brake a little bit later or a little bit like earlier. You need to hit the brakes at that point, at the perfect point, in order to hit the curb nicely. If you brake a little bit later, then you're off the track. That's how it is. But I was gonna make an actual move on Parabolica for in the final lap to take this victory. I think we're gonna make it. I honestly think we're gonna make it. We want slightly wide onto Parabolica. Is that going to open an opportunity for the Belgian to re-overtake me? No, he's not gonna re-overtake me. We're gonna take a victory on the final race of this episode with the Ferrari Enzo. And what can I say about this car? It's an absolutely incredible car. Real fast, nice handling. Just the brakes are a little bit rough on you if you don't know how to drive correctly, but I mean, you can use some brake assists if you just want to enjoy this car, which I don't really recommend. You need to go off traction, off brake assist on this car in order to appreciate what Ferrari has done onto that car. But that was the video for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. Tell me down in the comments below which car you enjoyed the most, and if you are a Ferrari or a Lamborghini fan, tell me which car you want me to do next on the next episode of this GT Sports series. But yeah, daily uploads are not coming, weekly uploads are not coming. Don't tell me to upload weekly because I can't. But yeah, if you enjoyed that video, smash the like button, subscribe on the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.